I have crazy hair.
Yes, we all know. Now back to the cavern.
The cavern.
So it's basically all.
How high is it? Like stalagmites?
It's not. It's only about 8 feet high.
Oh.
Are they fairly low? Like, am I looking at something where I'd have to really fight my way through?
Well, that the stalactites and the stalagmites are quite low. Okay, the stalactites come right down to maybe 2 feet above the ground, and the stalagmites go straight up until they're just below the ceiling. So to get through this cavern, you're pretty much going between the two. You'd have to squeeze in places. It would be quite difficult. It's not so tight that you can't wear your armor, but it would definitely be a little bit too tight to just go running wistfully through the stones. Okay, yeah, tra la 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 is pretty much out of the question. So, what do you wish to do?
What's kind of like the ground like? Is it like, or is it just mostly like you're basically walking?
Because the ground is made up of stalagmites, it's layered. It's layered limestone, so it's the limestone itself is smooth, somewhat
like
semi-polished by water. But there's no water pouring right now. This cavern would have been formed at some point in the past, and the water has stopped going, so nothing's growing here. But whenever the last thing was, the floor would be pockmarked and filled with little grooves and so on. The distribution of the water through the floor, and there's a definite slope that is moving from the side of the cavern where you're coming in to away from you. So maybe there is a dwarf in the party. Yes.
Not yet.
No dwarves. No gnomes. Right.
You haven't.
Okay, so you're not at this time. You're not sure what because Kevin's dwarf isn't here, or he's trailing along behind, or some such. You don't know exactly what the slope is, but it's visible enough for you to be able to tell.
It's downhill.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to venture down it?
I was going to say, do we want to let the weasel go first? Let weasel take a snoop?
You won't get much of a view. You have to think about the area.
Fair enough.
There's not enough open space for him to really see.
He's going to see a rock and a rock and a rock and a rock. And that's what I'm going to see. A rock and a rock and a rock and a left and many lefts and a rock.
Yeah.
I'll take a quick burst forward to see
what you see.
To see what I see.
Well, you just see more of the same. 10 feet, 20 feet. This goes at least, as far as you can see. And you guys have all got ultravision, so your limited range is 120 feet. So the range on your ultravision is not the limitation on what you can see. The range on what you can see is the blocking of your view by the various stalactites and stalagmites. So, depending on where you are, if you move left or right, you can see a shift in this pillar or that, whatever. So you can see maybe 60, 70 feet in the best places, but it's pretty tight all the way through.
Yeah. Okay. So we know why the orc boarded is up. It's boring. Let's.
They have no use for this direction.
Or at least neither does Nomi.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do we want to release a couple of mushrooms?
At that point, the paladin feels that something's definitely wrong.
Oh.
The paladin detects malevolence about 60. No, now she doesn't.
Oh, it's ooze.
Yeah, let's.
Or it doesn't think.
Or it's moved out of range.
Yeah.
She detected it just at the edge of her range, and whatever it was is now gone.
Who's the paladin?
Nima.
She has a continuous detection of malevolence.
She's the divining rod of trouble.
But it only reaches 60 feet. So after 60 feet, she can't detect anything.
Oh, he's not a bloody coward anymore.
I'm going to back out of the cavern.
Okay, well, the door is now open regardless, because it has been not just shrunk through the enlarged spell or the reduced spell, but also the door is now no longer in place. So when the spell comes off, the door can't be simply replaced where it was.
Yep.
Yeah. But we can close the other doors behind us.
Well, I thought you already had.
If we go back out.
Okay, right now you're in the room with with the seven mushroom loaves. There's nothing else in the room. The room is about 30 feet wide and about 40 feet long, and it's quiet. But remember that there's only 3 very non-reinforced doors between you and where all the orcs are.
Yep.
Are you doing okay? Do you need coffee, pop, or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
Do we want to head back towards where the orcs are, or do we want to...
We are at a major disadvantage if we're going to fight something pinned into stalagmites and stalactites.
Yeah.
If it wants to
that's
come
what I
eat
thought.
me, it's perfectly welcome to come to the wider fighting range.
Yeah.
actually, well, I want
Agreed.
to hurl one of those mushroom things in there and see
If it
if something
scurries
comes
forward.
at it.
That's not a bad idea.
Bala will probably tell you that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, these mushrooms loaves, specifically in this room, are just at the point where they're going to switch over. And your 4th level? 3rd level?
3rd.
3rd level. Okay, well, she's probably got enough of knowledge about this particular, about fungi, to at least guess that mushroom loaves in the state of blackness are extremely poisonous.
Okay.
If you want bait, I have candles that make all kinds of interesting smells.
That'll work.
That'd be interesting.
No, I was just seeing if we have some bait to just kind of lure what might be lurking
I'm just
at the
looking
edge
at what I have here.
there to try and get something in.
This is
Doesn't
pens, so my apothecary section is huge.
It's the unknown entity thing. It's like, it's something there. I can't see it, and I don't want to deal with it in the stalactites.
We want to know what it is.
But I want to know what it is. Well, because now we've just opened the door, we kind of have to figure out what the hell it is. Because we go fight the orcs, and then just something horrible comes chomping at our butts.
Just
Yeah.
load the floor in wood alcohol and walk away. Sorry, I hate jellies. I totally am all like, wood alcohol.
I hate jellies too. I fucking hate jellies.
I know,
hate
it's a
jellies.
motive thing.
Why are jellies bad?
I had an ochre jelly fall on
They're
my
really hard to fight.
Yeah.
Really rough.
Everything they do near you hurts you.
Yeah, guys, I
Jellies
slice
and
of jelly.
jam.
I have a rose adder scent candle.
There are jams that you fight.
Those are bad ones, Death Jam.
I don't know if you'd really call them a jam, but yeah, a stun jelly has sort of a jamish kind of quality to it. So yeah,
A lot of them are sort of like jello-ish in texture.
Red done.
Not really.
It's all that comes to mind when I hear fighting jams. Red. It's mortal enemy.
well,
Rose
And we go to that, or are we just gonna hurl a hunk of food in there?
Should I get you a fishing pole?
Shut up.
Going hunting for monsters today.
That is
Fine.
ex-
Fine.
You know exactly that was. That sounds like.
Yeah.
Hope we get your big one today.
on focus, please.
Yeah. No, I'm
I
gonna...
take 4 baits that I have, and I throw one, or I take one in this direction, one in that direction, and one in that direction.
All right,
3.
they're going to bounce around, but they're not going to go very far. Nothing seems to react to it, and you don't get a sense of malevolence that grows or results because of that.
Did
I
you
take
take
2
alarm?
I take 2, 3, maybe 4 steps forward.
Oh, well, you take 3 steps forward, and you get a definite feel about 60 feet away. It's not that strong. Like, it's not grossly malevolent. You get a definite sense that there is malevolence out there, but it's not intense. It's not like somebody's gunning for you. It's just this general feeling that whatever is out there, and it's on the edge of your
I move
detection.
forward, me.
Well, she's moving forward. She has. Okay, so she's 2 steps forward when you say
And Higgs right beside me, and I go, what?
She has an alarm scroll. Would we like to cast alarm on something? Put it at the door. and then walk away and come back should the alarm go off.
Is that what you want to do, Houston?
Is that what she wants?
I'm
Because that sounds like a
posing
good
it-
idea.
I think it's a good idea. Put it on something small, like a beat that they wouldn't
We
notice.
could put it on the door and have we lay
Yeah.
down at the foot of the door.
That's true.
As I remember,
I don't agree because if it does go off and we're in the middle of another battle.
It's an area. Traps an area so that a person entering will trigger the alarm.
I don't see any need to.
yeah, you set it for a certain distance. It's 20 square feet per level, so
I'm more inclined to go fight the.
you can set it for a
Okay.
spot. It doesn't have to be a particular thing. It can be this spot right here, and then that will do.
I am more inclined to go fight the Herokai and find out that this thing.
They're not
is coming.
Herokai, they're just orcs.
I'm more inclined to go fight the orcs. Sorry, the previous thing was Herokai. And find out that something is coming through this door.
But this thing
That-
isn't that evil.
that- Tamara, please let me finish.
It's okay, just finish.
Then I am inclined to fight this thing and find out the Herokai are coming through the other door.
Okay.
Or the orcs.
Okay,
Well, no.
that's fine.
All right. No, I'm. Whatever you guys want to do.
I think the alarm thing's a good idea. Are you willing to use the...
Yeah.
It's not that high a level spell, I wouldn't ask.
Yeah, no, it's a first level spell, and I've been carrying around this scroll for a
If it's
while.
one thing coming
It's-
from
No,
Let's put it on there and then go deal with the orcs.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the plan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems like the plan.
Okay.